226 guno 227 emisolo mujja giwulira gigenda kubeera waggulu.
Taxes are going to be so high.
Uganda is so much indebted. Taxes will be so high.
Solo jijja kuba waggulu nnyo.
Kansabe nammwe abakuza enviiri tebabacharginga nnyo olw'okukuza enviiri n'ebirevu. Kansabe because many areas are going to be taxed.
Bitundu bingi bigenda teekebwako.
Taxes are going to be high.
Solo gigenda kuba waggulu nnyo.
To pay debts.
Kusasula amabanja.
N'okusasula ebyo babadde bakozesa. But what is key?
Ekikulu.
Taxes.
Emisolo.
Are going to be high.
Gigenda kuba waggulu.
Going to be high.
Gigenda kuba waggulu.
But of course it is your duty to pay tax as a citizen.
Ayera mulimu w'omusolo ng'omutuuze.
According to Article 9.
Sinzira
Up
katundu.
to 14.
Mwenda paka 14. Tundutundu obo nga abatuuze.
It is your duty to pay taxes.
Mulimu gwo okuwa omusolo.
So ebintu bwe binajja tobyewuunya nnyo.
So when those things come, don't be surprised.
Tobyewuunya nnyo.
Don't be surprised.
Except gwe beera focused ku mulimu gwo.
Just be focused on your work.
Kola.
Your job.
Sasula ky'osobola.
Work and pay what you are
Mukama
capable
Katonda
of
ajja kuwa
paying.
omukisa.
Then God will bless you.
Kubanga nze kyenjagala kiri
Because
kimu.
what I want is one.
Asasula omusolo aba akola.
Someone who pays that
ate
tax
aba afuna. Mukama Katonda akuwa ebyenfuna guno omwaka. Byeyongerere ddala bigaziire ddala. Ne bakuwa omusolo nga toguwulira liyale. Ng'amazima oli wanjawulo. It's my prayer. Mukama Katonda akuteekemu ebintu ebyenjawulo. Kula ekitiibwa kye. And it all comes with the connections. Mukama Katonda akuyungeko ekirungi, gatteko ekirungi, akwongereko ekirungi, ate ng'asooka n'ekigambo kye, ng'asooka n'omwoyo gwe.
Every day, Ugandans queue at fuel pumps, buy sugar for their families, share a drink with friends, or plan for land to build a future. But proposed tax changes in the financial year 2026-2027 could push up the price of these daily essentials. Under the proposals, excise duty on petrol and diesel would each rise by 200 shillings per litre. The current pump prices averages 5,300 shillings for petrol and 4,800 shillings for diesel per litre. The proposal projects this fuel levy alone could generate 450 billion shillings for government coffers, but at what cost to the average Ugandan?
Some of the proposals, maybe they are rushed, and some of them, maybe they are not well researched. For example, if you propose to reintroduce that increment on fuel at the time when you have global challenges in fuel supply, of course, that will tremendously affect the pump prices.
There is a war running in Iran where 20% of the global oil has already escalated the prices from 4,800 to today. On the pump price, it was 5,300. Already 500 shillings has been added on the fuel in less than 20 days. Before you know it, there will be an escalation of the dollar. Probably another money will be added. Before you know it, you've added a tax, an extra tax of 200. Oh my God. Before you know it, this tax on fuel is going to escalate the entire, the multiplier effect fuel has.
But according to the government, the impact on the economy will be minimal as the state does not expect fuel prices to increase beyond the increase in tax. Sugar faces a sharp excise duty jump from 100 shillings per kilogram to 300 shillings per kilogram, with retail sugar currently around 4,900 shillings to 6,000 shillings per kilogram. This could mean higher prices for tea, porridge and baked goods that many families rely on.
And of course, we are in a free market economy, so the government can't regulate that this will be the pump price for fuel and this will be the shop gate price for sugar. Why excise duty is an easy target is because this is where most of us consume these daily items. So when government taxes that, normally every increase in the tax on sugar has a slight implication when it comes to demand.
On the other hand, millions of low-income workers in the country could soon see real relief at the end of the month. The government is proposing to raise the tax-free personal income tax threshold from 235,000 shillings to 335,000 shillings per month, the first adjustment in over a decade. The new pay-as-you-earn brackets would start at 0% up to 335,000 shillings, then rise progressively to 40% on earnings above 10 million shillings. While the change is expected to reduce revenue by about 96 billion shillings in the first year, officials say collections could turn positive after that as the economy grows. For many Ugandans struggling with inflation, this could mean more money in their pockets each payday. These measures form part of a broader plan to raise over 2.3 trillion shillings in additional revenue.
So for what it means for an ordinary person, of course the askaris will have more money, so they'll decide what they use the money for. Either they'll drink more, or they'll invest more in their daily needs at home, or they'll end up saving more money for those guys having less salaries. Then for the guys having more money at the upper side, of course you realize that you may end up giving more to the government than what you have been actually giving. And for that, the implication is that you'll have a bigger tax burden.
Government argues they target wealthier segments and environmental goals, but critics worry about the burden on low and middle income families already grappling with inflation.
Those are proposals. Our expectation that they will come before Parliament, most likely next week, because according to the schedule of the Speaker, we are supposed to go through tax bills next week.
It remains to be seen if the tax proposals will be accepted by Parliament and adopted by the finance ministry. Daniel Kibet, NTV.